Hi, this is Wake here with another video on Wake's Realism mod. I haven't made one in a while, and then really haven't done anything with a mod in a while. It's been a while since I've messed with the mod files personally, and Zoom, the co-creator, has made an update, and that's because we've been both so busy with real life, and it takes so much time and energy to update this thing that we often will choose our battle, so to speak. Now, with the release of the new DLC with Tenahuan and Ikit Claw, I'm really excited, and I want to put some work back into it. I thought I'd just do a few videos, you know, just to showcase some stuff that's going on, and everybody likes videos, me included. I like to come back and sort of watch things and see how the mod has progressed, especially some of the older videos were much earlier in the build, and things have changed since then. But I want to do a kind of Blackfire Pass-ish thing, you know, like a battle, you know, based on the original trailer for the first Warhammer game. And this isn't going to be exactly the same. It's not going to be trying to recreate it exactly. And I'm almost certain the Empire, I'm going to make it in such a way that they're almost certainly going to lose. But I think it'll be interesting to watch nonetheless. And people who aren't familiar with the mod can get a taste of it, and I can kind of point some things out. So let's start with the Empire. I'm going to go ahead and give him Karl Franz on foot. He was both on foot and had Deathclaw in the battle, but in the trailer. But Deathclaw is the way large monsters, creatures, that kind of thing. It doesn't. It's changed dramatically since actually everything's changed dramatically from vanilla. But I don't want the Empire to have Deathclaw in this battle, because it is a really big advantage for the Empire, and it might change the outcome. And I kind of want them to be on the back foot the whole time. They had a Celestial Wizard in the trailer. I'm going to give them one of those. So it's 8 Spearmen, 2 Shields, 1 Swordsman, and 6 Halberds, and maybe 1 Greatsword. 4 Crossbowmen and 2 Gunners. I'm going to give them some Knights, 1 unit of Demigryphs, and a bunch of artillery, because this is where the Empire shines anyway. So you'll get to see a sort of full range of artillery options for the Empire. Now we're going to go to the Orcs. Now, Orcs are completely different in mod than they are in vanilla. It's hard to go over how much difference there is, but essentially in vanilla, an orc is not that much significantly different than like other main infantry in the game. I mean, everything happens so fast anyway that units just get wiped out by near any other kind of unit in seconds, let alone minutes. And the thing about our orcs is they're super beefy, and they're super mean, they're super strong, they will kill almost anything, they're extremely dangerous. Their one real big drawback to an orc is that they don't have very good morale at all. They actually have pretty poor morale, and this helps, and they don't do well against moral shocks, and this is kind of how you beat them, especially on the field of battle. Playing as the Empire, you're going to have to tailor your armies, your forces, to whatever threat you're facing, because things vary quite a lot in the mod. But like, say, for orcs, you want to have a nice battle line, it's true, but you want to have a lot of units that can cause morale shocks. And I really heavily recommend cavalry, actually, and open field battles are the best. Even choke points aren't that great, because an orc is just going to destroy even elite units of the Empire man for hand. And I'm just talking about a regular orc, let alone black orcs will kill almost anything in the Empire roster. So let's give them a war boss. And I'm just going to give them a bunch of goblins. I don't remember there being a lot of goblins in the trailer, but I'm going to give them anyway. We're just going to give them a load of orc boys. And these right here are going to just be a real big deal, a real big pain. Same with big uns, and then a unit of black orcs. And we'll give them some goblin archers, orc archers. Alright, and now we're going to give them some meaner stuff. Specifically 2 units of trolls and a giant. Right now, you can see that it's actually in their favor. But I'm going to go ahead and give them a little bit of more stuff here. I'm not sure what... I can't remember what else was in the trailer. I think they had an Ragnarok. That might be too much. We might lose real quick if I gave them one extra large monster. So I'm just going to give them more goblins. And this should be... We have the same number of troops. This should be a really hard battle, to be honest. Unless I could take... See, the main thing here is if I can take real good advantage of these last couple of units right here, that's how I'm going to win this game, if I can win. Let's give it a go. Leadership is... I mean, every single stat has been changed from vanilla. It's not even a little change. I mean, I'm talking massive changes from vanilla. All right, let's set up the defense line here.
Halberdiers! Mortar! Ready for war! Your artillery, Graf! By Ulrich's wrath! Command artillery!
And the way I like to do this is give this hill over here to my direct fire artillery.
Hellstorm! Pick target!
And what I'm going to do with my steam tank is these are just so beefy in our mod. They're so hard to kill because they're essentially just a steel box that I like to use them as a focal point for enemy attack. You know, by putting them out here, the AI is going to spam. They're going to try and kill the steam tank. It's going to give my firing line a good target to shoot at.
For Heldenhammer!
It's a little gamey because it's not necessarily something in lore that they would have done, but you really kind of need that against the orcs. That extra, all the extra advantage you can get.
Spearman! Yes, sir. Spearman! By Ulrich's wrath! We are ready! Yes, General? Spearman! Emperor's might!
So I'm just trying to line everything up how I like it. Sorry for those of you who don't really care all that much about it.
Show us the foe!
Okay, hopefully that's good enough.
Ready to serve! Yes, General! Let us
First thing I'm going to do is move my horsemen, or knights.
Moving now!
And there we go, the Hellstorm rocket batteries causing absolute chaos. And as you can see, artillery is no joke. I mean, these orcs have lots of health. To kill even one is a big deal for the Empire, so that artillery really helps. Another thing that's a big deal is the musketeers. They generally kill most, normal-sized infantry in one hit, which is a real good thing against the orcs. Crossbowmen, not as effective, but not that terrible either. Now, AI doing something stupid here, sending their war boss in straight ahead, but that's kind of an orc maneuver.
Sir!
Alright, so what I'm going to try and do here with my knights is...
Take
That was
position.
dumb. I didn't set him back. Oh, and magic has been completely revamped.
Missiles will fly! We obey!
To the point where it's not really recognizable against vanilla.
Our orders? Quick march! By Gal Maraz! Great swords! Yes, sir! Quickly! Yes, sir! Sir! For Heldenhammer! Ready! Yes, sir! Quickly! To battle! Prepare the combat!
This is really not that great a move by me.
Take
It's hard to... This map is so tiny, which is kind of a qualm I have with vanilla maps, that it's hard to maneuver, and so it's going to be incredibly hard for me to use my cavalry the way I'd like to. Because if this isn't vanilla, you can't really run them through whole units very effectively at all.
Hellstorm rocket battery! Pick your targets! We serve friends! Yes!
I'm
Take the
trying to
ground!
flank these guys around the side.
Let's have ya! For Heldenhammer! Formation march! The Empire endures!
Alright, these halberdiers are just getting absolutely annihilated. That's not good at all. They're facing orc biggins and trolls, even the great swords. This flank is in serious issues
We are
of
Sigma's
having a
heirs!
mass rout.
Formation march! In the name of the twin-tailed comet,
I have to get these knights
Sigma
over here.
calls! Yes, sir! Quickly! Prepare for combat! Spearmen, we obey! The Empire endures! Fire! We are Sigma's heirs! My rule is absolute! See to it! The ground quakes! At speed! Mortar! Yes! Our steeds are restless! Moving now! For France! Formation
That was not the smartest, but I got to do something to relieve the pressure on this side.
For France! Pursue the foe! For Heldenhammer! We are Sigma's heirs!
The portents sight chaos.
Now!
Okay, well I can
The
do some
heavens unleashed.
pretty nice stuff.
Hit them! Spearmen! Swordsmen!
There's mostly goblins on this side, so I can probably clean these guys up pretty good.
Twin-tailed comet! Crew to cannon! Spearmen! Attack! Quicker! General!
And any kind of loose infantry
Prepare
will
for
get
combat!
pretty beaten up by cav.
Go! Now!
Alright, I've kind of worked it to... I'm not in a terrible spot. I mean, this side's looking pretty grim, but I think I can... If I call this mass route over here, it'll really help out.
To battle! Yes, General! Yes, sir, quickly! Roar! Fire! Pick your targets! Demogryph Knights! For the Heldenhammer! War! Charge! Sir, no lingering! Sigma guides us.
Okay, see that orc warboss run away is a big deal.
No lingering! Formation, march! Standing down!
hopefully this charge here can really cause some damage.
We obey for the Emperor! Awaiting orders! Swordsmen! Sigmar calls! Spearmen! Pursue the foe! Sigmar, preserve us! Get them! Send us out! Attack! Ready! Take the ground! Withdraw!
This flank, not doing so hot, like I said.
For Heldenhammer! And gunners! Ready for war! Spearmen! For Heldenhammer! Spearmen! For Heldenhammer! For Heldenhammer! For the Emperor! Withdraw! Go! Take the ground! Quick march! By Ulrich's wrath!
Ooh, and something that happened earlier that I hadn't noticed is Karl Franz did get killed.
Command artillery! Sigmar calls! Yes, sir! Show us the foe! Sigmar! Preserve us! The ground quakes! Sigmar! Prepare for combat! The Empire endures. We obey. Charge! We serve the Emperor! For Heldenhammer! Formation march! Ready for war! Take the ground! Form a ring of steel! Our steeds are restless! Hellblaster! Sigmar commands! And gunners! By Ulrich's wrath! Show us the foe! Strike them down!
Oh man, that's not good.
Ready? To battle! We await your orders! Take the ground! For the Emperor!
So here's something I didn't do. So, a routing mechanic, I've filmed this a couple times now, so I've kind of forgotten what I'm talking about, what I'm not talking about. But the routing mechanics are so completely different in our mod.
All ranks, fire! Ready for war! Hellblaster volley gun! We are Sigmar's heirs! General! Now! Great cannon! We await your orders!
They're so completely different in that routing is a huge deal. It's way bigger, I think, than in vanilla. And messing with that and using it to your advantage is a far more important thing. See, right there. Okay, so I won that basically through moral victory. So, man for man, the orcs were just destroying. I mean, if you look at these piles of dead, you've got a few orcs here and there, but the main thing that was going on was humans getting absolutely decimated. A few areas you had, this is probably the muskets are doing a lot of the damage.
For Heldenhammer! Spearmen! Ready for war!
And routing units is also where you're going to see a lot of the killing going on.
Take
Probably
the
most of the
ground!
killing in most games. Depends on the factions involved.
Ready for war!
But like the general thing that's going to happen is that you're going to have two battle lines that clash together, and there's going to be a topple, you know, a little back and forth, and some people are going to die, especially depending on the faction you're playing. There's going to be some back and forth of damage, but the majority of casualties can be, and a lot of times are,
Our orders?
made here in the route, which is realistic. And a lot by cavalry. But one thing that the orcs will take advantage of, and especially the orcs and Skaven, is that because single units, especially the Skaven and orcs, again, can be routed so easily depending on the situation, your tendency will be to chase after them in order to either keep them out of the battle or destroy them completely, in order to have that come about. Now, they rally. See, in the base game, I think a unit can rout like 3 times or something like this, and then it goes to this thing called shattered, and that's what this little symbol is here, is they're shattered. So what that means is they're routing, but they can't rally. They're going to rout until they go off the board or get killed. Ours is a much higher cap, and this allows things to rout more often and then rally. This is, again, I have to point it out, but it's the most significant when it comes to Skaven, because there will be this situation that will arise when after your main lines hit, most of their line will then rout and then come back and rout and come back. And your tendency, again, is to go after them to destroy them. But what you do in the process is you totally disorganize your own main line. And you get this thing where a lot of your units become separated or isolated, and then 4 or 5 rallying Skaven units will then ambush them in, say, some part of the map where then you cannot now provide support. This can happen in where a game where you think you're winning, or you're winning for most of the game, can then suddenly turn around and cause you a mass rout. It depends on what faction you're playing. It depends on what the situation is. All of them play differently. Most of the time when I'm talking about this, I will be talking about from a human perspective. But anyway, this was just a little battle I wanted to show. It was about a 14-minute battle, or, well, less than 14 minutes. But this is probably on the shorter end of thing. A lot of things go into the small map. But generally, campaign level matches with full rosters, you're looking at anywhere from 20 to 40-minute battles, generally speaking. I hope you enjoyed this video.